I'll kiss your boots if you can do it. But to be the man, you gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, woo, right here. I'm the man. You're gonna be mine. Woo!
G5 Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. All social media is in the description box. And please hit that bell icon so you can be notified when I drop that heat. Lee Selby, Josh Warrington went at it for the IBF Championship of the World at 126 pounds. And Josh Warrington pulls off the upset in a very, very good fight. I felt like Josh Warrington fought the smartest fight of his career. And Lee Selby had 2 cuts. I think both of them were by headbutts. But I kind of anticipated that going into the fight just off of the styles. But the cuts definitely affected Lee Selby. And Josh Warrington definitely deserved a victory. I don't know how the one judge actually scored it for Selby. And I'm consistent with my opinion. When a judge gives a bad scorecard, we got to call him out. But I think he had a 115, 113 for Selby. I don't see how that was possible. I don't think Selby fought a bad fight, but definitely it wasn't a 115, 113 Selby. Like, definitely got that wrong. Absolutely got that wrong. But the reason I'm making this video is because Lee Selby put up a post on Instagram, and I'm paraphrasing, but he basically said that, you know, he was Britain's longest reigning champion, and he congratulated Josh Warrington on the victory and wished him nothing but the best in the future. But he felt like physically he was feeling the effects of making 126 pounds for the past 10 years. He specifically said that he's been making weight at 126 pounds for 10 years, and he felt the effects of that in the fight against Josh Warrington. He was going to basically take the summer off, hang out with his family, and then he was going to discuss with his team what he was going to do and basically explore a run at 130 pounds. Now, on the surface, I didn't have a problem with the message when I read it, because he showed Josh Warrington some love. He said what he was going to do going forward. And then he actually acknowledged that it was a problem during the fight. But then I read it again, and I instantly got irritated. I got irritated after I read it a second time, and I'm going to tell you why. It's not fair to Josh Warrington, because even though he congratulated him, even though he said that he wishes him nothing but the best in the future, at the end of the day, you signed up for a fight at 126 pounds. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm just a man with a YouTube channel. I'm not a boxer. I don't claim to be a boxer. I have nothing but the utmost respect for boxers, period. I don't go through the struggle of trying to make weight. I don't go through the struggle of training camps. I don't go through the struggle of sparring. I don't go through the struggle of actually going through a fight or living the life of a professional fighter. So I don't want this to come off as if I'm disrespecting another fighter. And Lee Selby is good. He's a real good fighter. Really good fighter. But this is the part of the statement that I don't like. If Lee Selby would have won that fight, would you have heard anything about him struggling to make 126 pounds? Would you have heard Lee Selby say that he's been doing this for 10 years and he's going to explore trying to move on to 130? Have you heard that from him prior to this? It's almost like he gave Josh Warrington a backhanded compliment, but he also wanted to let the world know that Lee Selby that was in the ring on Saturday wasn't the real Lee Selby. Josh Warrington didn't beat the real Lee Selby. That's the message that he wanted to give off. And that's the part of the message that I didn't like. Because, see, now he done backed himself into a corner. With him making these comments, I don't want to see him fight at 126 no more. Like, he better not schedule another fight at 126. You can't say those type of things and then you turn around and your next fight at 126. When you just made this whole speech about how you didn't feel right fighting at 126 because you've been making weight for 126 for 10 years. Don't get me wrong, there's other examples in boxing of this happening. I felt like Lamont Peterson, he stayed at 140 for way too long. Way too long. I felt like Amir Khan stayed at 140 for way too long. There's examples of it. But don't mention that after you just lost a title fight and say that you had a problem with the weight. Because if you would have won that fight, it probably was a good chance that you wasn't going to mention anything about you struggling with the weight. I had no problem with the comment until he mentioned the weight. I mean, I guess that's just my personal opinion, but, you know, as a professional, he should have just said everything that he said in the message and left the issue about the weight out. He should have just said he went in there, it was a really good scrap, and Josh Warrington was the better man. Point blank, period. And I'm going to take the summer off. I'm going to hang out with my family. And then I'm going to come back, and there's a possibility that I might make a run at 130. That's what he should have said. That's how he should have put it. Because that's what true professionals do. But I still fuck with Lee Selby, though, and I wish him nothing but the best in his career. And Josh Warrington looked like he could possibly get a fight with Carl Frampton. He can go see Gary Russell Jr. There's a couple of things that he can do at 126. He can see Leo Santa Cruz. He can see Abner Mares. I mean, the playing field is open for Josh Warrington. And big shout out to him, and I wish him nothing but the best as well. But Lee Selby should have cleaned up that message a little bit before he hit the post button. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.